Good afternoon, class. My name is Miss Canseco, and I know that's a tough name, so you guys already know that you can call me Miss Can, and in Miss Can's class, we can do math. So today I'm going to teach you guys about a new math method that is going to help us multiply very large numbers. It's going to make it easier for us in the end once we go through all our steps. Now, if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me during the lesson, but I'm going to do 3 problems for you guys, and then later we're going to work on 3 other problems together. And then I will be giving you your assignment so that you can get a grade for this lesson. All right, so here we go, guys. I need you to get out your notebooks. Everybody get out your notebooks. Go to your new page after your old notes that you have in there. Turn to your new page, and we're going to write this down. Today, our lesson name is lattice multiplication. Doesn't that sound French, class? I'm sure it's French. Not sure, but we'll pretend it's French. So it's lattice multiplication. And in your notebooks, what I need you guys to write so that we can keep it for later on when we need to go back and refresh our memory is we're going to write our notes. I have written them here for you guys in different colors. Everybody has different color pens or pencils so that you can also write them in different colors because this will help you memorize them. Some of you guys are visual learners, so this also helps you guys. So we're going to write in our notes. Number 1, our number 1 note is going to be each box has a value. So I want you guys to draw a box, and then you draw a diagonal line, and you're going to write 1s and 10s in these boxes. After you're done writing that, you're going to write number 2, which is we're going to write numbers on the side of the boxes. So I drew one here just so that you guys can have a visual of what it's going to look like. So we're going to draw our boxes, and then we're going to draw our diagonal lines, which can be called slides. We can call them little slides because we're going to be sliding down as we add. So that'll be fun, guys. And after this lesson, we'll probably go outside and slide on the real slides. How about that? Woohoo! All right. Our number 3 note is going to be multiply numbers because we're going to learn how to multiply these numbers with each other to make it easier to add at the end. Number 4, which brings me to number 4. You're going to add the numbers diagonally. Slides. Remember that, guys. That's really important. You may want to write on the side, slide, just so that it kind of stays with you, okay? So our last and final note is going to be number 5. Write the product in the answer space. So our answer spaces are going to be the ones right below our lattice work. Okay, guys? All right, so here we go. We're going to start. I have also, make sure you guys have your multiplication tables. They should be in your notebook. So make sure you pull them out and you have them handy so that this is easier for all of us to work with. All right, guys. So here we go. So with the lattice, what we're going to do is, our example here is 13 times 83. So in the real world, it would look 13 times 83. So in order to make it a more simple way, we use the lattice multiplication. So we'll do, remember guys, we have our 1s and our 10s. Remember, each box is a 1s and a 10s. So we got to remember that. So we're going to do 1 times 8 is 8. And that goes in our 10s. But what about here? What do you guys think would go there if we don't have any other numbers to multiply 1 by? Well, we're going to use a 0 because we don't have anything to multiply by. So our next number that we will multiply will be 3 times 8. Can anybody tell me what 3 times 8 is? 24. Good job. 24. So here we separate 24 because it's a 2 and a 4. The 2 is in our ones and the 4 is in our tens. The next one is now 1 times 3. So what do we get? 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. What are we going to multiply the 1 by? 0. That's right. It's going to be 0 because we're not multiplying the 0 by anything. There's nothing there to multiply by. So now we're going to multiply 3 times 3. That's 9. So then we'll put our 9 here. And remember, what are we going to multiply our 3 by? Nothing. So that's a 0. So then this is what it would look like. Now we're going to go down the slides and we're going to add our numbers. You ready, guys? What's 0 plus 0? 0. What's 2 plus 8 is 10. And then we don't do anything with the 0. So we write a 10. Whoops. We got to carry our 10, guys. And then we're going to do 4 plus 3 is 7. And then 9 plus 0 is 9. So what's our answer? 1,079 is our answer. So do we see how simple it turns into by doing it this way instead of this other way? I don't even want to go this way. We're just going to stick to this way because this way is so much easier. It's new math because I got to tell you guys, when I was young and in school, we learned it this way. But to me, teaching it this way seems so much more easier. And we're going to learn. It's going to take practice. We're not just going to learn right away because this is something new that you guys are learning. That's why I've always stressed that you need to know your multiplication tables. That's why we have one in our notebook. We have one in our folder. We have one in our room. We have it everywhere because multiplication is the key to learn your math and pass any type of new math that I teach you. Okay, so here we're going to use, now our new one is going to be 24 times 56. So remember, Ms. Canseco's old way was this way. And now you guys in Ms. Canseco's class get the better, easier way. So, we're going to do 2 times 5. That's 10. So we write 1, 0. Why do we write a 10 here? Because that's our tens place. So the 1 is in the ones and the 0 is in the tens because we have 10. So that's tens and ones place. So that's how we divide it. Because remember, it's always ones and tens on our little boxes. So then we're going to do 4 times 5, which is 20. So we write it there. And then we're going to do 2 times 6, which is 12. So again, we do it this way. And then we're going to do 4 times 6, which is 24. Sorry about that. Had a little mishap there. So then, guys, we're going to go on our slides. And I got to admit, I went the wrong way over here. So this way, we're going to start always from our left to our right. And I apologize about that, guys. So here we go. So now we're going to add 4 plus our imaginary 0 is 4. 0, 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 0 plus 1 is 2. I'm sorry, guys. It's 3. 2, 3. And then a 1. So our final answer is 1,344. That's our final answer. How easy this is, guys. And I do want to apologize ahead of time. It can be a little tricky on these because of the ones and the tens place. But with practice, we're going to learn how to make sure that we keep it in the right area. Okay? So our next problem is going to be 53 times 29. Now I know you guys have just started to learn this, but I would like at least somebody to tell me what is 5 times 2? 10. Oh, good job, guys. Good job. What's 3 times 2? 6. Great. So we know we're going to do 6 here. And then because there's nothing in the ones, we put a 0. That's just to keep all our boxes filled in, because we have to fill in all our boxes, guys. Okay. So then we're going to do 5 times 9 is 45. So we separate that right here with a 4 and the 5. And then we're going to do 5 times 9, which is, what's 5 times 9? Anybody? Wait, what did I do wrong? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. 3 times 9. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Ms. Canseco can't have a little, mishaps here and there. 3 times 9 is 27. So then here we go. Now we're going to add our slides. We're going to slide down. Remember that. So then we have a 7, because there's nothing else there to add. And then we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 13. So we have to carry our 1 over here, guys. We got to remember that we got to carry it because we're adding everything together. So then it's 0, 0, 4, but then we have to add the 1. So our final answer is a 5. And then we bring down our other 1. So our total is 1,537. That's how we do lattice multiplication. So remember, Ms. Canseco made a mistake. So we all have to make sure that we keep on our toes, realizing that we can make mistakes, but like always in math, we can always erase and redo it. So that's going to be our lattice lesson. What we're going to do now is we're going to take 15 minutes. I'm going to pass out a worksheet so that you can work on 3 problems that we're going to do together as a group. And then I'm going to go over it with you guys once once the 15 minutes pass. So everybody get your worksheets, and we'll come back to what you know.